Okay. I'm finding out I just get long-winded. First, I'll say thank you to Hibernia's son, Irish, and Carl Grayman. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. I want to honor a man's name, Carl Grayman. You guys both brought great questions to that last video, that Mio Rancho and sustainable thing. Irish stacked up some really good questions, and then Grayman made me think of something else entirely different, but all of it good. I want to thank you for that. Something I want to point out, because you guys really got me thinking of some other things here. I'll just give you a scenario. Let's say we had the SHTF, 60 days into it, most of the nastiness is over, the violence is such, you know, and I'm trying to clean this up as far as shorten it. Let's say I'm down, I've got a group of 16 people. We have some decent leadership, some good skill sets, varying ages, and but I still have, let's say, 40 head of cattle, cows, sheep, whatever. But I still got this group of cattle we've been able to maintain. We've got our preps. We've lost some people. We've picked up some strangers, but we're a cohesive unit. We've good leadership. But we're realizing that, yeah, we might be able to maintain ourselves here, but we can't maintain this place with the cattle on it. So we've decided we have to, we're running out of feed for the cattle, we're running out of water. We're also competing for that same water. The grid's down. Let's say it was an EMP or whatever, grid's down. No sign of your grid coming back. We might have some old wells that we could, hand mine some water out of, but not enough to do any kind of irrigation or things. So we've decided we've got to do something else for the cattle. And we're going to try to keep as many of them alive as possible to maintain a herd. So my first attempt, we come together, we have a little, nights at the round table and said, okay, we need to go to the outlying areas. And since we know that we have our block, but there's not enough forage here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out further. Instead of being a half mile away, we're going to try to get 5 miles out, 3 miles out, and expand our borders, in a sense. And to do that, we're going to have to go out there and do some meet and greet, maybe build some alliances. Hey, we need to, we want to graze off your place. We keep an eye on our cattle. We let our men come through here. We'll feed you. This meat's for you too. We're trying to build an alliance. You're trying to make the family bigger. That would be my first task, my first endeavor, is try to include the others that might have the water, the resources, the feed available to keep these cattle afloat. But you're bringing them into the fold. Okay, they're going to benefit from this. They're also your eyes and ears. They might know of someone else next to them that's got more forage. Hey, let's bring this guy in as well. He's got plenty of, grass over here. Meanwhile, part of our group is going to move the herd about to these places. They're also going to help you police your cattle. So once again, we got to do the meet and greet. We're trying to expand through alliances with others, with people around us. We're bringing more people into the fold. Not going to be easy. I know that. There's some people can't work with it. That would be my first attempt. Trying to keep a herd afloat is by increasing my borders, not by taking the land, but by including people in. If there may not be people there. It might just be grass and empty buildings. Who knows? But something to consider. There's two themes I really need to hit home as far as the last video, which I didn't explain it in detail, but it's going to take community. We all know that, and it's all about chasing water and grass. When you're dealing with cattle, it's feed and water, and so by expanding our borders, we should be able to pick up some more feed, some more water. So, like I said, my first attempt would be expanding the borders, including others in need, and sharing and benefiting each other. And I think in that kind of a thing, and to me that's a good moral approach. But that also makes you more powerful. Okay, you got some good leadership. You got people thinking along those lines. I think you'll have a stronger group. You'll be able to withstand some of the other bad stuff that may be coming along. So you increase your numbers that way. Let's say now we've done that. That seems to be working, but we're finding out that, okay, we don't have the water. The water's the big issue. Yeah, we're bringing some out of the ground, but we can't have cattle feeding 5 miles away, coming 5 miles back to drink, and burning off whatever they picked up. His main purpose is the juice ain't worth the squeeze. So now I've decided, okay, we're going to have to, I know up east of me here, we have the Sierra Nevadas. There's grasslands up there. There might be some snow base or snow melt going on. That's where most of the water comes from anyway for us. And there may be existing cattle up there. So now we have this, we've decided, okay, instead of staying at the home base, maybe some people will stay behind, we're going to move these cattle east into the hills. We might just be making a big loop and then coming back after so much time, or we might be going permanently and not coming back. Not that you can stay in the Sierra Nevadas through the winter, but that's where we're headed next. So now picking up a nomadic lifestyle. We've got our group, we've picked up some people, maybe some are staying behind, you know, hang on to that place, whatever. But now we're moving these cattle into the hills. A whole different, now we're basically bugging out with cattle. And now we've got security issues. Are we guaranteed where we're going has water and grass? You know, based off old experiences and stuff. Is this a permanent bug out cattle drive, or are we coming back? So things like this, it has to be considered. Will we be welcomed where we're going? All right. Do we know that someone else may not already have that water and grass staked out and protecting it? You know, you don't want to be trying to operate cattle and defending it at the same time. So once again, you can see where this would take people, this would take bodies. You've got to have community to pull this off. You know, you're moving this product that you have that you're trying to protect. I still say that if that's the case, if I'm heading east, let's say I want to go 50 miles, it's going to take me much time to pull that off because we're just walking cattle. But you need to be making alliances along the way. I think this is an area where that mysterious Grayman is going to come in, throw a cowboy hat on and give him a horse or bicycle, whatever. And it's that Grayman / scout who's going to try to make the path straight and smooth things out for you. Because he's heading into whatever your goal is, you've got to send him up ahead. And I don't believe in sending one person. If you have a choice, you can send two. But you send someone up there kind of as a emissary, whatever you want to call it, that's going to go up there and try to build some alliances for you. Maybe there's a man up there with a lot of property, has got his little place for his family. Say, hey, would you mind us coming through here? Could we graze the place off? We'll leave you a cow behind or leave meat behind for you. Can we come back next year? We would like to do this again. If you're not up for that, can we just pass through here quickly and we'll leave something behind for you? You know, we won't graze your place off, but we need to move through here. Our goal is beyond you. And I think that's an opportunity where if you have that guy out front, that Grayman / cowboy, whatever you want to call him, if he was out there building that alliance for you, giving you options, you know, hey, we're coming through this area and we'll make it good for you. You're helping us out and can benefit each other. And once again, include you into the family, so to speak. Like I said, you're bugging out. You have bugging in with cattle. You have bugging out with cattle. But I really think now is you have once again, it's big on community. We're chasing water and grass, but you're going to have security. You're going to have someone with the skills to go up ahead and get you a welcoming committee, not something you're going to have to defend yourself against. So just some thoughts on that. You know, if once again we're chasing water and grass, if there's no grid, you know, we may have to go back to a nomadic situation. I prefer to stay home, expand my boundaries, and benefit those around me where I can, taking advantage of what they have available, but yet giving to them as well, trading grass for beef kind of thing, and in community. But if we had to and had to head in another direction, it would take community. It would take someone like that. The key man in that whole thing, as far as moving with cattle, I believe would be that Grayman / scout cowboy who would go out there and get the doors open for you. That, to me, that would be it would be tough. If you had 40, 50 head of cattle and 20 people, and you're heading some direction, they're waiting on you with guns. That's just I'm not looking forward to doing something like that. But you'd have to have that scout Grayman up there in front, getting things lined up. Anyway, just some thoughts on that. Yes, it's some great comments, good questions, and I just wanted to add this to it. Thanks.